Time to punish me, Senpai. Hey Sam, this is totally late. This is probably the first punishment you and I are actually going to have to do. Please ignore the cosplay. I was actually doing some cosplaying earlier and I was on Omegle and messing around with people and I felt pretty excited and I don't really want to take it off. I'm just really happy. I like to work on cosplays more recently than before. Whenever I get excited over something, just because it gives me something tangible to do, like to sit there and just kind of like mess with it and figure out what's the best spot for everything, put things on, take things off. It's tangible, so I have something with my hands to do because I like to work with my hands a lot more than I did in high school. I am actually ready to hear the biggest gasp I have ever heard from you since I met you. I got my license. I went in, took my driver's test, got my license, just so everyone that might possibly watch these can kind of get a feel for what's been going on. I have not gotten my license until now. I am 19 years old, and I would have had it a lot sooner if I had known that I could have gone to like this class and just taken it. Like I could have just walked in, sat through a 2-hour class, taken the test, and gotten it over with. I didn't know I could do that. That is the most convenient thing I have ever heard of. I'll go ahead and reply to your Gemsona question. Personally, I gave my Gemsona, this is gonna sound so dumb, I gave him shurikens just because I wanted something ranged, but I didn't want something like a gun. And the bow and arrow thing with Opal, I don't feel like any one gem can personally own a weapon, if that makes any sense. Like, Pearl can't be the only one that uses spears, Garnet can't be the only one using gauntlet gloves, Amethyst can't be the only one with a whip. You know what I mean? Like, no one gem owns a weapon, but every gem's weapon is unique, if that makes any sense at all. Personally, your character seems like the one that would use a blackjack. That or bare fists. I mean, with all of the arm punching you did in high school, your character uses bare fists. Maybe they actually have, like, bare fists, like an actual bear's fist, like right to bare fists. America. I don't know, Sam. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about that crossover if you haven't seen it? Probably check it out if you haven't seen it. Even if you don't want to watch it, just watch it. Watch the entire length. I hope you'll understand what I mean by it pushed things that I just genuinely didn't like. I feel like it could have been an interesting crossover. I'm not the biggest fan of Uncle Grandpa, but I feel like it could have been a lot better than it was. I am going to have to be punished in your next video. Tell me what I gotta do. I'm just gonna let you decide. I really don't care what you decide. So just tell me what I gotta do and I'll do it. And I'll see you technically today, Sam. On the subject of Steven Universe, I actually saw the Steven Universe Uncle Grandpa crossover and I was so confused. Did you see that? Did you happen to see that crossover? It sparked up so much fighting on Tumblr. It's surprising how much anger it's caused and how much fighting there is. Personally, I think it was distasteful. I think that it took a serious show and picked fun at the characters where the fun didn't need to be picked. I feel like it touched on a lot of things that just... it broke the fourth wall. This show has always been so... it is a show, and I feel like I'm watching a show. And sometimes, while I'm not the biggest fan of Steven, I'm seeing him grow up, and he's becoming less annoying, and I really like that about Steven. But now I feel like this wall that they've built between the fact that this is a show and the fact that this is something watchable. Like, I have not seen a watchable show in such a long time, and this was so refreshing.